Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to share with you my favorite predictions for the upcoming EPL and La Liga games. And if there's anything interesting from Serie A or the Bundesliga, I might include that from time to time as well. We've got loads of great games coming up this weekend, so let's kick off with our predictions. And starting in England, this weekend the first game that catches my attention is Man City at home to Brentford. Now, I know most of you are probably thinking Man City should win this one based on reputation alone. But as I'm sure you know, football doesn't always work out that way. And that being said, I do favour a Man City win, but I also feel that this game will produce goals possibly at both ends. Brentford are always up for the challenge against the mighty Man City and never shy from giving it their best going forward. Man City, even though they may concede, if they don't, they still have the ability to score at least 3 goals themselves in this game. And that leads me to believe that Man City will win this game and they will be over 2.5 goals. And yes, Erling Haaland probably will bag a goal or 3 in this game again. Also in England, I do like Aston Villa to get the win at home against Everton. I mean, seriously. After the catastrophic collapse in the last game, I just can't see Everton coming away with any points this weekend. The Villains are well organised and have quick attackers who are playing in form. And I just feel that right now Villa should win this one comfortably and probably score at least 2 goals in doing so. Bournemouth host Chelsea in a game that I feel should see both teams finding the net as well. Chelsea may arguably be the better side and in a bit better form. But after Bournemouth's 3-goal heroics in 7 minutes last time out to take all 3 points against Everton, confidence will be sky high for the home team. It may even go over 2.5 goals in this game, but I feel safer with a both teams to score prediction for this one. Also in England, I like Liverpool to get the win at home against Nottingham Forest. I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as many of you might be thinking. Liverpool have had a lot of players away on international duty, and don't forget Forest are still undefeated so far in the league, be it early days. But I do think Liverpool will in the end be too strong at home and win this one. Also like Crystal Palace at home against Leicester. I do feel the Eagles right now have a little bit more going forward than Leicester, and some of the Crystal Palace players are really playing very confidently at the moment. It's not going to be a straightforward and easy win, but I do favour a home win for this fixture. So for Saturday, that's my EPL games. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you tending to side with my predictions? Or do you currently think that I've got no idea what I'm talking about and I'm missing something completely? Either way, I'd love to know your thoughts. Post them up in the comments and let's start a discussion. In La Liga, there's only one game that really catches my attention, and that is Real Madrid away against Real Sociedad. Now, the white and blues from the Basque region are always up for this game. It's a big game for the home team when Real Madrid comes to town. That being said, the home team is not in the best form at the moment. They've lost their previous 2 home games against Deportivo Alavés and Rayo Vallecano. And unfortunately for them, I can see them losing at home again this weekend. Sure, Real Madrid had more players who are on international duty, but at the end of the day, when you've got Mbappe, Vini, Rodrigo, Valverde, they're all starting to gel better. They're starting to understand and play better together. And at the moment, I just can't see Real Madrid coming away with anything other than 3 points in this game. And it does not please me to say that. I never do want Real Madrid to win. I am a lifelong
Barcelona supporter.
Yeah, I have been ever since Ronald Koeman scored that winning free kick in added time in Wembley back in '92 to win the European Super Cup. That is right, 1992. So I have seen the highest of the highs, the Messi, Xavi, Iniesta era, and the most embarrassing, borderline disgraceful lows as well. And even though I am a Barca supporter, I will not let that affect my predictions, because when my team is playing shit or look like they may concede a few goals, I will be the first to admit it, and I won't be afraid to include it in my predictions. Stick around for my prediction on tomorrow's game for Barcelona away to Girona. Not an easy game at all. As for the other leagues this Saturday, nothing really stands out for me. Maybe Bayern and Juventus to win their games away against Holstein and Empoli respectively. But it's still a bit early in those seasons to be able to make really any safe predictions. So let me know in the comments if you're seeing anything of interest that I'm not for these Saturday games. And then on Sunday, the first game is the North London Derby. Spurs hosting the Gunners, a big one. I feel that both these teams are really capable of scoring and conceding goals at the moment, so I'm favouring goals in this game. My prediction is going to be over 2.5 goals to be scored in the game. Traditionally, this game tends to produce goals, as in the last 6 league meetings, 5 of the games went over 2.5 goals and 4 of them went over 3.5 goals. So I feel quite safe thinking this game will also produce a few goals. And I think both teams have got some great goal scorers. And if I was to look for any time scorer in this game, I do like Song for Tottenham. He has scored a few in the last couple of derbies. And I like Saka for the Gunners. Jesus is out right now, and Saka's also scored against Spurs quite recently as well, and he's in great form as well. But either way, I'm sticking with over 2.5 goals in the Tottenham-Arsenal game. Later on in the EPL, we have Wolves at home to Newcastle. And once again, I do like both teams to score in this fixture. I do see Newcastle, the away team, as the stronger of the two, but Wolves have scored 2 goals in each of their last 2 home games, and I do see them finding the back of the net this weekend. And even though Newcastle is without the injured Callum Wilson, they do have the likes of Isaac, of Anthony Gordon and Harvey Barnes, who all look capable of scoring at the moment. So I'm going to go for both teams to score in this game. Jumping back across to the mainland in La Liga now, we have the mighty Girona hosting my beloved Barca. This game has goals written all over it. Girona play in a really small stadium, and the supporters are right there in the players' faces, and they will be cheering on Girona for the entire game. And I strongly believe that Girona will find the net, and maybe even more than once. Barcelona right now, though, is a team that is clicking. The players are really in form, and they're working very hard as a team together. They've got several really gifted players playing in the form of their life. Lamine Yamal is the best example. If he's not scoring, then you can be sure he's going to be assisting. I mean, this 17-year-old is giving those of the entire Messi era like myself reason to believe in the future again. If I was to pick anyone getting an assist this weekend or any weekend right now in La Liga, it would be Lamine Yamal. Back to the game though, and I do see Girona getting on the score sheet, and also I do see Barcelona getting a few goals, and this looks like to me it's going to be a very exciting and a potentially high scoring game, so I'm going to stick with over 2.5 goals in this game as well. The other later game in Spain that does catch my interest a little, un poquito, is Atletico Madrid at home to Valencia. In recent encounters between these two teams, the result has tended to go in favor of the home team. And Valencia right now have lost 3 of their last 4 away games. So I do think Atletico is going to win this en casa. And to finish off Sunday's games, I think it's probably fair to say that Inter Milan will win away from home against Monza in Serie A. But in total, my top 2 predictions for this weekend will be over 2.5 goals in both the Tottenham and Arsenal game and Girona-Barcelona games. What would your top 2 be? So there you have all my predictions for the weekend. Let me know what you predict for this weekend's EPL and La Liga games in the comments. Let's have a conversation and start a community of like-minded football lovers who enjoy trying to predict the most exciting games each and every weekend. Hit the subscribe button now, and together, let's all start making better football predictions. Best of luck this weekend. See you all very soon.